What's going on, y'all? I made this cute full cap wig with no lace for my mom. I want to show her off and show you how to make one for yourself. Or if you too want to make a wig for your mom, your auntie, your bestie, either way, girl, here we go. I used one pack of Organique hair. It came with 14, 16, 18 inches in color 1B and it's deep wave. These wefts are on the thin side, just a heads up. I always use mesh dome caps for my wigs with wefts. Before you get started, attach your needle and thread to your wig cap. This way we know our wig will stay intact. It will not fall apart as time goes by. For each new weft, never start at the very beginning of the weft. Start stitching about an inch from the end, stitch to the end, and then go back to continue stitching down the entire weft. So those are two very important steps. Always attach your needle and thread to your wig cap and start about an inch from the end of each new weft. Sew along the elastic band without going through the elastic. You want to keep the cap stretchy, which is the whole point of using a mesh dome cap. You don't want to sew through the elastic and then have to add an elastic band to keep the wig on, which is why I don't recommend using a sewing machine when you're making your wigs with the mesh dome cap. Once you reach the other side of your wig, fold your weft without pulling and continue to sew the weft down. I usually continue to fold over the wefts until I reach about where our eyebrows are once the wig is on our head. Also, I am using nylon thread, not your regular weaving thread that you use for sew-ins. This thread is a lot stronger, it's thinner, and it will last a lot longer. When you realize your thread is running low, just like we did when we first started, you know how we did that double stitch? You're going to do the same. Before it gets too short, double stitch, tie a knot, get you some more thread, and keep it moving. At the end of each weft, you also want to do a double stitch. And remember, always attach your needle and thread to your wig cap. And to attach your needle and thread, just pull your needle through the center of your thread, like so. Now, this wig is for my mom, as I mentioned, and she is not a fan of a lot of hair, so I am spacing this hair out quite a bit. You can place your wefts closer together or even double them if you'd like. All about personal preference. My mom has been wanting a short, curly, wavy type wig for a minute. The last wig I made for her was too curly and it was too bright. I believe we used 27. Yeah, and it was too bright. The wig was cute though, but it was a bit too much for her. And she did not know I was making this for her. I didn't want her to feel pressured or feel bad if she didn't like it. So I thought this hair would be perfect, and she loves it. She really does, and I'm so proud. I'm still waiting on payment though. All I want is 2 pork chops, some candy yams, potato salad, and a little bowl of banana pudding. Light on the banana, heavy on the cookie. Anyway, the wig turned out super cute. You'll see in a minute. Correction, 3 fried pork chops, okay? I really like this hair. This hair is synthetic and human blend. It's perfect for someone who wears a wig every once in a while. This is great for my ladies who just want to have a wig to put on when you're having a bad hair day. If you want to have something in case your hairstylist or your braider cancels on you at the last minute, or when you want to be grown every once in a while. And that's my mom, because she thinks she's grown. I don't understand. But if you want a wig that you can wear every day, day in, day out, work out in, shower in, this ain't it. No, ma'am. This is it if you have a lot of wigs and you rotate often, but not your everyday will last me for years and years to come, because no, ma'am. So if you decide to have a custom wig made, I don't recommend providing synthetic hair or human and synthetic blend. I would go ahead and invest in some at least pretty decent human hair bundles. I did not want to have a whole lot of hair to go towards the front of the wig. I didn't want the bang to be super full. So I'm just adding more hair to the back. That way when I do my circle, I don't have to go around so many times. So that's a quick tip for you. If you want a heavy bang, girl, start your circle at this point. And this is that area I was telling you about where I start to cut the wefts because I feel like it can make the wig feel bulky. This is the second bundle within that pack. Get 3. I started with the 14. I'm doing 14, 16, and 18. Yeah. Did y'all notice how the hair looks completely different on the wig compared to how it looks in the bundle? It's more of a curl than a wave. I still like it though, but I'm just saying. So keep that in mind as well. Keep that in mind when you're shopping for hair. Don't go by how the hair looks in the bundle packaged all cute. Don't go by that. It'll look different once it's installed. All right, now we are going to start our circle. And do I have my stick pin up there? Hold on, let me see, girl. All right, there it goes. Get you a stick pin or a T-pin. I prefer stick pins or straight pins over T-pins. The T-pins can snag your wig cap or your lace if you're making a lace wig, but get something to outline or use as your guide, your marker of where you will close your wig off at. It's personal preference. I usually put mine right at the center of the crown. While I'm making it, sometimes I'll adjust it, but it's a personal preference. But do this before you start your circle. I wanted my girl to be able to have a full bang, but not so full. And I wanted her to also be able to swoop the hair to either the left or right or middle. I wanted her to have options, okay? So if you plan to part your hair or swoop your hair, if you're old school, you want to place your wefts as close together as possible to cover up the cap and cover up the wefts. If you don't plan to create a part or a swoop and you plan to wear a bang, you want all of the hair to come towards your face, you can get away with not placing the hair as close together as I am. Or if you want a full, nasty, thick bang, baby, you can do that too. I don't know why I said nasty, but if you want a really full, heavy bang, you can double your wefts, triple your wefts. It's all about you. See how I'm placing that weft as close to that first one as possible. And you don't want to pick up a lot of that cap. Oh, and remember, we are sewing on that elastic band, so do not go through it. Just pick up that fabric. And I am just going around in my circle. All right, we are on our third quote-unquote bundle in that pack. And see how it's giving wavy, like a deep wave? But unraveled, it's giving more of a curl. Here I am attaching my new needle and thread to the cap. Always do that, remember. And I'm going to continue closing up my circle, and I'm almost done. I'm going to place them as close together as possible without overlapping. This will prevent a bulky wig. It'll be nice and flat. And if you ever want to do a full sew and weave on yourself, this is the exact way you would do it. You'll use a weaving net though. Make sure you secure the end of your weft, tie a knot, and we're good to go. Almost done. I just had to play in the hair for a little bit. I didn't get much shedding. This hair, I really like it. I'm thinking about making myself a wig with this hair. That's the hair that did shed, which is not bad. You're going to take a piece of weft. I start with about 1 inch. I roll it and I do like a little test to make sure it's the perfect fit. You don't want it to be too big. You don't want it to be too small. You want it to be big enough so that there's enough hair that will cover up that last row of hair attached to the wig. Attach your thread to the rolled weft and sew through the center about 3 times. Now place the rolled weft in the center of our wig, the opening, our little circle, and go around the final track, that last track that we attached to the cap, and the outer weft of that rolled up piece in our hand. If that makes no sense, ask any questions you have in the comments. I got you. But just watch. I'm sure that'll help. But you don't want to go through the entire rolled weft. Just go through that outer weft, because if you go through the entire thing, you'll be able to see that thread. And also press the weft down in that opening while you pull your thread. Just like that. Once you're all done, cut your thread and tie a knot at least 2 times. Once you're all done, you want to find the center of that piece that we used to plug in that opening. And if this was human hair, I would spray a little holding spray or some spritz and run over it with the flat iron. But since this is human and synthetic blend, we're not going to do that. To style, I just brushed the hair out. I used my go-to foaming lotion, applied some to my hands, ran it through the wig, and I created some coils with my fingers. Super easy. This is when I realized this hair is perfect for my mom, because if she wants to restyle it or get rid of any frizz, all she gotta do is just grab that frizz, twirl it with some more hair, and she's good to go. Or apply some foaming lotion if she need to. Super easy. I did have quite a bit of hair left. There is plenty of hair to finish an entire look, but if you love a full look, I recommend getting 2 packs. Since I spaced the hair out quite a bit, I did have a lot left. Before we give this cutie a little cut, I am going to go through and pull the curls apart. So here are a few pointers when cutting your curly wigs. If at all possible, do like I'm doing and pull the hair apart quite a bit. We can always restyle it the way we want it. If it's crochet hair, girl, don't pull that hair apart. If you know about crochet hair, you will know. Don't do that. But with human and synthetic wigs like this that you can restyle, I would pull the curls apart. Grab a curl or a coil at a time. Do not grab a handful of hair and just start chomping. Use scissors, not a razor. You want some pretty sharp scissors. I got these off of Amazon and I love them and highly recommend them. You can also find some at Walmart. If you're still rocking with Walmart or Target, you can find some there, or of course your local beauty supply store. And just take your time. Cut while it's on your head if you're cutting the front and sides. These mannequin heads are a lot smaller than an average head, and move the hair around how you plan to wear it. And it can take you a couple of days to get curly wigs just right. And if you order a wig from me, more than likely it will be longer than you want it to be. So I would rather for your wig to be too long than too short. So keep that in mind as well if you are ordering a custom wig. And yeah, just take your time, play with the hair. Like I said, child, when you put the wig on 3 days later, you may find a curl or a coil to just pop out of nowhere. Like, girl, where did you come from? Yeah, I love cutting curly hair. It's my fave. Here is the final look. I did end up cutting more once I got it on her head. The link to order a custom wig is down below. If you have any questions, let me know. I will see you in the next one. Kisses. I hope you found this helpful. Let me know if you have any questions down below. The link to order a wig is there as well. I do believe I will be trying more hair by this line. It's called Organique. Yes. Let me know what y'all think. I will see you in the next one. Oh, but according to YouTube, you would like this video right here. So make sure you check that out. See y'all in the next one. Bye.